Okay, hello. So this is the second video that I'd like to go over, and what we began yesterday briefly, the separable prefix verbs. This is what the focus of your homework will be for this evening in the present tense and also in the perfect tense. Okay, so if you have any questions, review this page 232 or the PowerPoint presentation for a brief explanation of it. Okay, so here are some examples of present tense infinitive, and then its past participle form. So aufstehen, aufgestanden, umziehen, umgezogen, wegbringen, weggebracht. Okay, I can also put another PowerPoint up that focuses primarily on the perfect tense. Remember, in the perfect tense, it's going to include a auxiliary verb, which is haben or sein. For instance, ich mache meine Hausaufgaben. Ich habe meine Hausaufgaben gemacht. Ich fahre nach Berlin. Ich bin nach Berlin gefahren. So really, it's just a matter of recognizing the verb, and if it requires a change of location, alright, you're leaving from point A to point B, so think of the verbs that would require this: fahren, gehen, laufen, fliegen, schwimmen. If there's any kind of movement, right, it's pretty much going to be using sein. If you change a condition, if you become, so the verb werden ist geworden, if you become ill, or if you become another year older, okay, we use sein. Okay, das Wetter ist wärmer geworden. The weather has gotten a little warmer. Okay, there's also the exception, as always, is the verb bleiben, to stay or remain. Okay, so here are some for Übung 7, and this is going to be in your homework tonight. So ankommen, anrufen, aufräumen, aufstehen, ausmachen, einladen, Fernsehen, mitkommen, mitnehmen, umziehen. Okay? So recall that ankommen means to arrive, anrufen, to call, aufräumen, to pick up, aufstehen, to get up or to wake up, ausmachen, to do, basically, or, well, in essence, to do. If you, how can I explain this? Let's say, okay, to watch this video, you had to press play, right? And then to stop it, you'd had to mach es aus. Okay. Same with turning on a television, aufmachen or anmachen, and then to turn it off. Okay. So in essence, it's more to turn it off. Einladen, to invite, Fernsehen, to watch television, mitkommen, to come along, mitnehmen, to bring with, umziehen, to move. Okay. So then here we have a few other images, okay? And what you're going to do is match those images with these verbs right here, okay? So we already know anrufen, anziehen. Anziehen, to get dressed. Aufwachen, to wake up. Ausgehen, to go out. Ausziehen, to get undressed. Fernsehen, watch television. Zurückkommen, to come back. Abtrocknen, to dry off. Okay? So for instance, ich habe angerufen. Okay? Abgetrocknet. Angezogen, aufgewacht, ausgegangen, ausgezogen, ferngesehen, zurückgekommen. So I'll let you figure out which one of those uses haben or sein, and be mindful too of the person that's doing those things, right? So if it's singular, hat or ist, right? If it's talking about Andrea, it's third person sie. Katrin and Petra, we have two people here, so that's going to be plural. Okay. Herr Ruf is one person, Jürgen is one person, so just be mindful of those. And then we have the prepositions mit and bei, which are going to be the dative, okay? So as you can see here, mit has a couple of different interpretations. Um, and actually, before you do that, before we get to that, part of your homework. Okay, let me jump to this real quickly. Here we go. Okay. Part of your homework will be to write some sentences, okay, using these separable prefix verbs, and I want you to write these in the past tense. All right. So, kind of running through some of these. Aufwachen, to wake up, right? So, as an example, ich bin 7 Uhr aufgewacht. Peter ist um 12 Uhr von Berlin angekommen. Alright, so you can see these have something to do with a change of condition or a change of location. Alright, the first two examples show you which auxiliary verb you're going to use. Ich habe heute mein Zimmer aufgeräumt. So these, and I'll go ahead and put a Moodle forum together. Okay. And what you're going to do is actually you're going to kind of write up a scenario using similar verbs like this, but using the perfect tense with separable prefix verbs. All right. Okay, ich habe den ganzen Tag ferngesehen. Okay, excellent. Going back to the mit plus by. Okay, remember mit with or by. All right, so if you're with friends, well, it's more as if you're doing something with friends. Okay, then it's going to be mit. If you're just with a friend, they're actually going to use by. Okay, so if you go to the movie with your brother, you would use mit. Okay, if you travel by car, by train, by bike, it's going to be mit. Okay, and you can look at those examples here. By refers to you'd say where you work. Zum Beispiel, ich arbeite bei LSU. Right? I work for or at LSU. Right? Are also talking about like a location of places. Denham Springs ist by Baton Rouge. Right? Denham Springs is near Baton Rouge. Okay, so I'll give you some examples for homework in a Moodle forum, and ich wünsche Ihnen ein schönes Wochenende. Danke, tschüss.